This is a production of WKNO Memphis. Production funding for Behind the Headlines is made possible in part by the WKNO Production Fund, the WKNO Endowment Fund, and by viewers like you. Thank you.
A discussion of taxes, elections, and more with key members of the County Commission. Tonight on Behind the Headlines. I'm Eric Barnes, publisher of the Memphis Daily News. Thanks for joining us. We're joined tonight by two members of the County Commission. Heidi Schaefer, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me on again.
Absolutely. And Mike Ritz, chairman of the County Commission, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Also joined by Bill Dries, reporter with the Memphis Daily News, and Jackson Baker from the Memphis Flyer. Thank you all for being here. Our conversation will veer from taxes to schools to other business. I always like to joke that there is other business you all deal with than the schools, but we certainly will focus on that today. I want to start with you, Commissioner Ritz. You have pushed a referendum on a tax increase. That tax increase is being resisted by some folks who feel in the suburbs and in the city who want to do their own tax increase. There's a bit of a battle who gets to do tax increase first. Tell us, I guess, why you pushed so hard for this referendum, even to override a veto by Mayor Mark Luttrell.
Quite frankly, as I went to a lot of the TPC meetings toward the end when they were coming up with a plan, and I went to the several school board meetings where the TPC plan was presented to the school board. And it became clear to me that the county commission was going to be looked to make up most, if not all, of the $57 million deficit in the TPC plan. And that's assuming the school board makes a bunch of tough decisions. If it don't, the deficit's much bigger. It's probably $150 million, which the county commission wouldn't even approach doing. But this is, the school situation is sort of a once-in-a-lifetime circumstance. You know, we have an opportunity here. People see it maybe as something else, but it is an opportunity to try to do something different and do it right. And the county commission, if it's going to have to fund this $60 million deficit, we need this half-cent sales tax, which is $30 million, almost exactly half of what we need. And that's why I came up with a proposal to have a countywide sales tax.
And Mayor Luttrell and others have said that, well, we may need to do that. The county may need to do that. There may be a $57 million gap. There's talk of a $150 million gap. Why do it now? Why put this on the ballot now when we don't even have a budget? The TPC, the Transition Planning Commission meeting, all these things are so up in the air. Why not wait until we have more definition?
He knows very well that we can't wait. The reason we can't wait, Eric, is this. If we don't have the vote in November, we can't next spring assume we're going to have the half-cent sales tax. Can't assume we're going to have it. The voters have to vote for it. And we would be having to use property tax only to fill the deficit. Okay. He knows that.
Okay. Commissioner Schaefer, let's get you in here. Your thoughts on this whole debate about taxes and as it relates to the funding of the schools.
Right. Well, I understand where Chairman Ritz is coming from. I do, and I don't thoroughly disagree with his premise. But for me, it really is the timing, and there is no real time stricture on us about when we can pass it. In fact, if we send this to referendum now and it fails, which I believe it's going to, I'm fairly connected to the grassroots, and I don't think it has a chance to pass. We cannot put it on the ballot again for another year. And I do think we're going to be faced with some funding challenges, but we don't know what those funding challenges are yet. I think it's still too early in the game.
Okay, Bill.
Mr. Chairman, what do you do if this does fail on the ballot in November?
We won't have that $30 million available to us. I am not real concerned, I was a week ago, that the city council would then quickly go in and try to do their tax thing with the voters only of the city of Memphis. I think they now realize that it is an incredibly uphill battle to get a special election for a city-wide only sales tax. So we would have to wait until another time. The peculiarity of this circumstance is this is a presidential election. There's going to be a huge turnout in Memphis. And quite frankly, I am, and many of the people I'm working with on this matter are very bullish about. I mean, not incredibly bullish, it ain't going to be a slam dunk, but there are a lot of reasons why we expect to be able to see the half-cent sales tax pass.
But again, you've still got the whole, and help me on the dynamics here. You've got, as Commissioner Schaefer just mentioned, you've got to wait a full year. A full year would be next September. The schools are to transition into the new unified school board, whether or not the suburbs are in, that's a whole other question, in next August. So how does funding happen if this is a miss right now, if it doesn't go, if the half-cent sales tax isn't passed?
The decision of the county commission to fund schools will be made probably no later than June, has to be, because we have to essentially approve the budget and set the tax rate. And if we don't have this $30 million from the sales tax, and we do want to provide for an improved funding of schools, whether it's one school or 6 or 7 school systems, we need to have the funding available to us. And
would that mean potentially a property tax increase?
It'd have to all come from the property tax increase.
If it doesn't do that.
60 million divided by 1.5 million per, that would be 40-cent property tax increase. And we're looking probably at a little property tax increase just because of the reduction in
Okay, let's get Jackson.
appraised values.
You know, it is no secret that the people in the suburbs were resistant to your proposal when you made it.
Of course.
It's also no secret that Mayor Horton and Shay Flynn, City Councilman Flynn in particular, seemed almost outraged by it. And but now that the veto has been overridden, have you had any indication that there will be a different point of view from people representing city government, that they might actually end up supporting this initiative?
I'm involved in discussions in that regard right now, Jackson, and I am very confident that something's going to be worked out in that regard. I cannot talk about much more than that right now.
So they actually will make public statements, do you think, to that effect?
Without public statements, we wouldn't have their support. Yes, it would lead to that.
Let's get you back in here, Heidi. What are you doing to fight this? I assume, there are people very opposed to this. I think you're one of them. Is there an effort underway to fight this and rally people to vote against it and so on and so forth?
Well, yes, I have heard that there are some efforts underway. I'm not directly involved in them. But again, I really think this is premature because we don't know what the funding requirements are going to be. And I think it sends a bad message to the school board. I really want to hold the school board accountable to implement the TPC recommendations. I want the unified school system to be successful, whether it includes the suburban municipality or doesn't include the suburban municipalities. But they can't just continue to do things the way that it was done under MCS, or it will not be successful. We want to hold their feet to the fire a little bit, and I think it's sending a terrible message saying, hey, before we even know what you're going to ask for, here we're going to get you this extra money.
I know Mark Luttrell, who again vetoed this referendum, has said that he's open to a tax increase to support the schools. He just wants, from his words, to understand what the plan is, to understand certain reforms are put in place. Are you more in that camp that you're not outright opposed to any tax increase for schools? It's just too early.
Right. We have to support the schools. We want and absolutely need a school system. But until I see some good numbers, I'm not going to just intuit it out of the air.
Okay.
But even if the school board passes every one of the TPC recommendations that they're involved in, there's still going to be a $60 million funding gap. Even if they do everything that the TPC wants to do. So why not go ahead and pass the tax? I can have the revenue there. And if the school board doesn't act the way that you want them to act, then you take that revenue and pull several pennies off of the property tax rate.
Well, for two reasons. One is I want to hold their feet to the fire and not let them think that they can just continually come to the commission and ask for more money. And I've watched this system for a long time, and you know that people have always in the past been like, oh, it's for the kids, it's for the schools. That the voters do not believe that anymore. They are demanding quality for their tax dollars, and there is not public sentiment. There may be some high-placed government officials who are willing to cross sides, but I'm telling you that the voters of the city of Memphis voted overwhelmingly to get out of the school business, and they don't want their taxes now to go for this from the city or from the county. So that's issue number one. But issue number two is I still think that there are other areas besides what the TPC plan included that could possibly be cut. I mean, I'm talking with the school board members regularly. They have a lot of creative ideas.
What sort of things?
Well, this is a small thing, but why does MCS have a whole fleet of vehicles, none of which are school buses, that they don't need?
Right.
You know, I mean,
this goes to the complaint that the books of the Memphis City school system still haven't really been opened. That a huge budget. I mean, you hear critics saying for years, you know, what's really going on in the Memphis City school system? Is there more room for savings, be it $1,000 here or $1 million?
Well, and speaking of books, that's funny that you brought it up. It's a little bit of a segue, but did you know that there are several kids? School's been in session over a month, and there are several kids in several classes who still don't have textbooks.
Right.
That's unacceptable. So what I want to do is send the message that we are no longer going to be allocating monies without performance, and I want to be cautious. I want real numbers in front of me before I allocate dollars. I think it sends a bad message.
Jackson.
Well, you know, I'm accountable with Bill. He mentioned the fact that there's $60 million that you got to deal with, and I attended a lot of meetings of the TPC. He did too. Mike did too. I think you were there on occasion. And I thought they squeezed the budget pretty hard. I wonder if this is a red herring issue. How much waste is there left to find?
Well, if I may,
Sure.
I thought that one of the reasons that people were talking about unifying the school system was that it was supposed to save money, and if all you're talking about is putting X plus Y and getting Z, but there's no reductions, then that whole argument really doesn't. That didn't stand up to begin with. There are more things you can do. There absolutely are, and if you talk to the teachers and the folks in the school system, they'll tell you there are a ton of areas where they can, in incremental areas, drive down on it. And we just because the Memphis City school system required a certain amount of funding, and there was no real oversight, in my opinion, and no real drive to make it cost efficient, doesn't mean that is going to be the way we're going to run business under the Shelby County system.
Commissioner Ritz, do you see that there are more savings to be made beyond what have been discussed? And two, does putting this funding in place right now take the pressure off the school system to find more cuts, to be more efficient?
Well, first of all, we're talking about the school board as if they were first graders. They understand exactly what the responsibility is. I've been working with a good number of them on the very subject we're talking about today. They've got to approve the plan, and they've got to implement the plan, TCP plan. Well, are there savings? That is an argument that will go on for time forever, and you can always make that argument. This is a peculiar circumstance, a peculiar time. Memphis, Shelby County never been in this position before, and we got a new group coming together. The school board that's actually going to operate this system after September the 1st doesn't even exist. We got 23 members. 16 of them are going to go away. The only 7 who survive will be the 7 that just got elected. And there's a very good chance the county commission will expand the school board, depending on what the school merger municipal school vote is. So I believe over the long run there probably will be other savings to make, but I can't be in a position as chairman, is the way I see it, Eric, to not have this $30 million available. We have got to have it available.
And we're saying 30 and 60, and we're throwing numbers around. Just to clarify, the tax increase would raise as much as $60 million, but about half that would go to the city and suburbs. Is that correct?
It raises $60.6 million.
Okay.
By law, state law, it's not an ordinance that we can throw out. Half of it has to go to schools, whatever the schools are. That could be the suburban school.
Okay.
On a ADA basis. The other half goes back to the city or place in which it was collected.
Okay. Another criticism I've heard is, and forgive me if I get the details wrong here, but that this referendum would, it's a countywide referendum, except it would exclude the suburban areas. And no. The municipalities, the incorporated areas outside Shelby County. Is that correct, first of all? And why is it set up that way?
First of all, under the state constitution, the counties are the big government.
Okay.
Cities were sort of created after counties. The state law on this subject matter permits suburbs to do what they did.
Which was to raise their taxes.
Raise a half cent if it's available to raise, and it was out there for them to raise. The county commission had the authority, the right to go ahead and step in last spring. We didn't. But then the circumstances changed, obviously, considerably, as far as the $50–60 million deficit becoming rather public and apparent and real. So the vote now is Memphis and the unincorporated areas will vote.
But the tax increase would impact the people of Germantown, the people.
They've already voted for the half cent sale.
It's the same. But they don't get to say that the rest of the county can't take that. I mean, that's the argument. Is that right?
And to me, that is part of the timing issue that I've got with this. Had we not gone originally and passed a resolution saying we weren't going to go for the half-cent sales tax, the municipalities probably, and I include Memphis in this, they probably would not have gone forward with plans to do a half-cent sales tax on their own, because if we hadn't sent that signal, and we said it clearly, if we hadn't sent the signal that we weren't going to do it, then they wouldn't have gone ahead and made their plans based on this. It's sort of like we set the table on, and now we're ripping the tablecloth out from under. And it's like, psych, yeah, you already passed it. I think we sort of, whether we meant to or not, we put the municipalities in the box, especially the ones that already voted, because they're very disenfranchised now. And the real part of this, Eric, is at the end of the day, we're going to have to fund the schools. If we need to fund the schools, we can have a vote to fund the schools. But we are really sacrificing a lot of goodwill and the ability to work along when these kind of things happen. And we have to get over this part where everybody's us against them. I mean, it really has gotten so polarized that, you can't do business this way. You've got to gain some trust.
Okay. Let's, there's more to discuss with the schools. There's a whole lot more down the road. But let's move to a couple other topics while we have about 10 minutes left. And you talked about polarized and differences. And let's talk about the redistricting. And where that stands. So I'll put it on the chairman of the county commission, to explain in 30 seconds or less where things stand with the redistricting and the representation. And all this goes into effect in 2014.
That's
but
right.
You all have had a big ongoing feud. It's in the courts about exactly how the county commissioners, who they will represent, how those districts will be apportioned, and so on. Where do we stand right now?
We have approved a 13 single-member district plan. It's been approved by the court. It's over. A lawyer for the county on this subject has filed a note with the court that he wants to appeal, and I'm going to schedule an executive session, and hopefully a meeting will just stop all that.
And stop that.
There's no further controversy. Our commissioners are not happy with the plan,
right? But
they are nowhere near the majority. It's over.
Commissioner Schaefer, your perspective?
We agree on that. I mean, I really believe that if I think we've come up with a compromise. We did not pass it with the required 9, and that's why it's been in the courts. But I think that it's a plan that everybody can live with. It made everybody equally unhappy, so I guess that's a good compromise.
Okay. All right.
I'd like a view from each of you as to how the commission changes with 13 single-member districts. For our viewers, the commission currently has 4 multi-member districts. Several commissioners represent one district, and you have 1 single-member district. How does that change your body?
Well, for one thing, the commissioners will be more geographically spread out. We have no commissioner out in the suburb that's south of I-40. There's no commissioner in the Cordova, Germantown, or Colleyville area on the county commission.
That is exclusively devoted to that area. There might be somebody who represents that
area. That's right. But they live in Bartlett, Arlington, and Millington.
I see.
And and similarly, the district that Commissioner Chisholm, Harvey, and Ford represent, they live within about 4 blocks of each other.
Right.
And so essentially the commissioners will be spread out, and there will be more parts of the community represented. Specifically, Germantown and Collierville and Bartlett essentially will have their own commissioner.
And you're smiling, Heidi, and I don't know if that's because you agree or because you have a difference of opinion on something that's already been settled.
Right. Yeah, I have a difference of opinion on something that's already been settled. The idea that you have to live in a certain block radius in order to be a representative of somebody, I find to be, not a very good argument. What I do think will happen is that you're going to find that the commissioners are going to be more balkanized. And instead of being able to have folks with a similar agenda that you can work with, you'll find them fiercely defending their own small little turf.
Some would say it'd be hard for them to be any more balkanized than
Oh, trust me. There's always room for improvement.
Yes, right,
Yeah.
I got you. Okay. Jackson.
I'm going to talk about the elephant in the room. In fact, one particular elephant from Millington, Tennessee, maybe. You mentioned the number that the commissioners had difficulty getting to the number 9. Now, there seems to be an 8 to 5 lock. 8 on one side, 5 on the other on a serious number of issues, mainly having to do with the schools. Right. But one thing everybody has noticed, it's gotten to be notorious, is the commission has become the contentious body. City council is a sedate group of people. They used to be the ones who made all the racket. But are you concerned about this? People now regard the commission as being a boisterous place.
Well, I have to say that the commission has changed from the time that I was, from the times that I've been watching it. I think there's good and bad to it. I think that you can disagree without being disagreeable. I really do, and I think that the other 12 members of the commission are good, decent people. We can disagree, but that doesn't mean that they're bad people and there's a huge conspiracy behind their horrible plans to vote against my plan, or But I will say on the flip side that because this commission really does take the Sunshine Law fairly seriously, that if you're really going to have your debates in front of the public and open, then you're going to have your debates in front of the public and open. You can't have the dirty laundry not aired if everything is going to be recorded and on air. And I think some of that's what you're getting. I wish that it could be a little nicer, and I'll try to tone down my rhetoric.
And, Chairman Ritz, you were just elected just recently to the chairman. You're newly coming. You've been on the commission for a while, but now the new chairman. Is it do you want to tone things down? Do you want things to be less contentious? And if so, is that even possible from the chairman's seat?
Yes, I do, and yes, it is. I did make a few announcements before our first meeting Monday. I reseated the commissioners to try to eliminate some problems that I saw. I think most of the commissioners appreciated exactly what I did and why I did it. I did announce I was going to enforce some rules that haven't been enforced. There are rules. We adopted them. We can unadopt them if we want, change them, but I'm going to enforce the rules. And quite frankly, I'm of the opinion that most of the commissioners want the commission to look good. However, we do have a situation, and that's the schools. I don't want to talk about schools.
Sure,
but
fine.
The schools issue since essentially January, or actually December of 2010, has divided the commission hugely. And the fact that there's a majority and a minority on that issue that is just continues. It's obviously, Mr. Baker mentioned it, it's frustrating to be in the minority on that, and I think it comes out.
Well, you talked about the schools dominating the commission, and it's dominated the show, it's dominated the news and
of course.
stuff. But for this next year, what are the other issues that you, as chairman, as the county commissioner, what else do you need to tackle?
I don't think there is going to be a bigger issue than the financing of the schools, the redistricting.
No, not a bigger
of the
issue, but the other issues. I mean, there are other things you all have to deal with. I mean, where do you start in terms of the other list of things you have to go after?
We will be challenged, I think, with what the juvenile court decides to do about their DOJ problem, and I consider that a big problem that was identified. And there are circumstances that I think will come to us because of what the city doesn't want to do anymore.
Yeah, from like vehicle inspections, a small thing, but important to the citizens.
It's important to the citizens.
The city getting out of that business, trying to give it to the county commission.
We know we don't have to do it.
Right.
We don't have to do it. We may want to do it.
Right.
And We may want to do it countywide. We can do it Memphis only. We may want to let the state do it. I suspect that's going to get a pretty good piece of discussion.
Commissioner Schaefer, again, schools going to dominate the taxes, the funding, all that associated. But the other issues that you'd like to see this county commission look to over the next year.
Right. Well, my big focus has always been on finding efficiencies, and that there's not going to be one big smoking gun that if we could just eliminate this program, then all our financial woes go away, and all of a sudden we've got all the money for the schools. But there are incremental efficiencies through many, many, many agencies in government, and I want to identify those. I've already got 4 or 5 identified where you can save, $1 million here, $500,000 there, and if you do that in 20, 30 places, then you achieve some real savings. And then a personal thing that I really want to do is I want to find out how the county commission can help Shelby County to position themselves better with technology infrastructure. I really think if we're going to move ahead and get away from and I love manufacturing jobs, but we need jobs of all calibers, I really think we're going to have a better technology infrastructure.
A quick question from Bill.
The public hearings have begun by the administration on whether the county government should get into the solid waste disposal business, and this is going to be an enormously emotional issue.
And for this enormously emotional issue, you have about 10 seconds.
Interestingly enough, that the mayor brings it forward, I think it'll be approved over the objection of the suburban commissioners. And I don't think the mayor's going to bring it forward.
All right, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to cut you off. Thank you all for being here. Chairman Mike Ritz, Heidi Schaefer, Bill Dries, Jackson Baker. Thank you for joining us. Join us again next week. Good night.